Hi, my name is Chen, and for my final project for Info 220, I will be showing a short guide to Westlaw and HeinOnline and how they could possibly work together. So as you see right off the bat, this is the Westlaw homepage. You can search by content, which is cases, statutes, and court rules, regulations, admin, decisions and guidance, secondary sources, briefs, proposed and enacted legislation, or proposed and adopted regulations. You can do federal materials as well, which would be the First Circuit, it would be different cases. You can do state materials, which means that you can search by the specific states, practice areas. So there's antitrust, bankruptcy, commercial law, construction law, and then it goes all the way down to tax, securities, real property, products liability, bunch of different things like that. So you see right up here near where my mouse is at is the basic search. So you can search the term, citation, databases, anything that you could possibly think of. So for this example, I will be using the Maryland jurisdiction. I decided not to do federal because it will produce too many searches. So we will do that. But before we do that, I would like to take you over to the advanced search section. For this, you can use Boolean operators. So you are able to use all of these terms, any of these terms, the exact phrase, none of the terms. You can do the date, you can do the citation or a name and title to find whatever or an exact document that you are looking for. So on the basic search bar up above, I will go ahead and erase advanced. And for this example, we will be searching for medical malpractice and specifically PTSD on Westlaw. So we can search medical malpractice and post-traumatic stress disorder. So it would be PTSD in Maryland. So we'll go ahead and hit search and then wait for that to populate. It gives you 6 categories that it produces in regards to medical malpractice PTSD in Maryland. So it goes for cases, statutes and court rules, regulations, secondary sources, and briefs. So as you can see in the far left corner, there's a quick little overview of how many results populated in each category that I just said right now. So the one thing that we'll focus on first would be the Means versus Baltimore County. That was in 1997. It was in terms of a workers' compensation denial of benefits for PTSD. So it has the employee's name versus Baltimore County. It has the term that it was in, the date that it actually happened. It was in the Court of Appeals of Maryland. It has all information that you can need. As you scroll down, you can see that it has the attorneys and law firms that was on the case and was working for them. It also even has the entire opinion by the judge and other information that would be needed to further help the researcher when they're looking for information. So keeping this in mind, we'll go over to HeinOnline. So as Westlaw is more case-based or brief-based with notes, HeinOnline is more so for scholarly journals. So you can browse databases by categories. As you can see, this is the home page. There's case law, international resources, international treaties and agreements, journals and periodicals, special collections. There's US federal content and state content. These are right here, browse databases by names. These are the databases that San Jose State University are currently subscribed to. So you can go ahead and click any of these if you're interested or if there's a particular thing that you're researching that could help you. So you can go ahead and click those as well. So they also do have an advanced search on HeinOnline, and they also use Boolean operators. So you can do the date, you can search the catalog, you can search HeinOnline. So you can search a fast case lookup, you can do abbreviations. It's really up to the researcher, up to the law librarian on how they want to search the information. So if you see here, here's all the databases that you could search for, special collections, federal content, state content. It really breaks it down for you right here. So for this example, we're not going to use any of those. We're going to go ahead and keep on with the theme of medical malpractice and workers' compensation. So we're going to use a Boolean operator for medical malpractice, and we'll use the Boolean operator and then workers' compensation, and see what it populates. Search. So there's over 50,000 results for medical malpractice and workers' compensation in all databases. So if you want, you could definitely refine your search, as you can see in the left-hand corner. So for this example, if we try to find something that's similar to Means versus Baltimore County, you can look at just like a synopsis of what the journal article is. So the first one is workers' compensation is medical malpractice defense in Kansas. So if you go ahead and click on this, we are currently not subscribed to this particular database for SJSU. So obviously it won't work for us particularly, but if someone is subscribed to it, it could work pretty well. Even though it's a different state, it does still supplement the argument that the person is looking for. You can download it as a PDF. You can download articles by different options. You can email it, you can save it, you can cite it. So it really does tell you so many different things. And right here, they have little topic subjects. So if you type in like malpractice, employment, and labor, you can type in the 14th Amendment. This particular article will populate, and it could possibly be a match for whatever you're looking for. There's so many different things that you could be looking for, particularly that you may not be able to find right away. So just bear in mind that it does take time to look for information both on Westlaw and HeinOnline. One thing to note that is very critical is that as a law librarian, you cannot and should not give advice to the researcher or the person that is looking for materials about like a particular case or an article that could help like sway their decision in a sense to think that like you are giving them legal advice. You're simply helping them find information. You're not giving them legal advice. So the way that you phrase things is something that you always have to keep in mind in this field. And eventually it will get easy. It does take a while to get used to it, but just while you're here, just go ahead and look up some information that is pertains to medical malpractice or versus Means versus Baltimore County, and see if there are results that can work together. That's it. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.